Today we're taking a look at a device that I recommend everyone pick up, and it's a travel router. This one is from the guys at TP-Link, and it's their most powerful, pocketable, and portable travel router to date. It's a VPN router, so it's going to protect all of your devices when you're out using free Wi-Fi. I always say never trust that free Wi-Fi at the cafe, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, or especially at that Airbnb. You just never know what type of security is on those networks, and you just never know if someone is peering on your information. Creating your own network within a network is the best way to do it, and TP-Link give us a lot of options to create our own network. There's only one Achilles heel, and that might or might not be important to you. I'll talk to you about that just a little bit later on in the video, but this is a super fast Wi-Fi 6 router capable of up to 1.5 gigabits down, so you'll get 1.2 gigabits on the 5 gigahertz network and 300 megabits down on the 2.4 gigahertz network. It's a travel router that can be used anywhere you are thanks to being able to be powered by a power bank. Once you connect your power bank, the travel router is with you whenever you need to connect on the fly. So really a nice portable, pocketable, and powerful travel router from TP-Link that has 2 gigabit ports on the back, one WAN, one LAN. You can also connect a pen drive or hard drive to the USB port on the back, and you'll be able to share your files with anybody that's connected to this travel router. I think TP-Link has one of the best mobile applications. It's just a very easy way to set up any device that you have from them. So once you download the Tether application, go ahead and log into your Wi-Fi 6 travel router, and it's going to give you a nice snapshot of what's going on with your connection. And again, I like the TP-Link travel router because you get 3 different operational modes. You have an access point or repeater mode, so you can go ahead and extend your own network, maybe to the backyard or maybe to that man cave, and just give yourself a better overall connection where you are. Access point repeater mode is used for basically when you trust the network that you're connected to. And if you don't trust that hotel's Wi-Fi or that Airbnb's Wi-Fi or even that cafe Wi-Fi, hotspot mode, which is what I have it in right now, is going to create your own safe and secure network from that open free Wi-Fi. Never trust free Wi-Fi. That's just my advice to you guys. And if you wanted to connect it as just a standalone router, you could go ahead and do that. So if you're in that small apartment, studio, or even that small WeWork office space, you can create your own network with the router mode operation. So again, nice device that has multiple different uses. So in hotspot mode, guys, once you click on the host Wi-Fi, it'll search for available networks around. And if you do have a captive portal, it'll just connect you to that captive portal just by entering the credentials from the Tether application. So very easy to connect to those captive portal logins. So right now I am repeating my own network, Jabber VPN. So very nicely done. Now you can see a whole bunch of different settings, and I'm not going to go over a ton of these settings. It's just a basic operational mode of any router out there. You can see how many clients are connected. You can also change the SSID of both the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz network. And then you can easily share that information to anybody that you want to give access to your travel router. There are some parental controls here, so you can limit access via a countdown timer, limit access to certain sites and whatnot. So nice to see a parental control on a travel router. Now clicking on more, there's a couple settings that I just want to bring to your attention, such as quality of service. And on a travel router where internet bandwidth might not be the fastest, you want to ensure that certain devices get higher priority. So I like seeing a quality of service on a travel router. Again, if you're sharing this with colleagues or friends and you want to make sure that your device gets the most possible bandwidth available, a quality of service is going to allow you to do that. And a guest network is also a good way to separate yourself from them. If you want to give access, but you don't want them to get access to your computers or any of your devices connected to the travel router here, go ahead and just set up your own separate 2.4 or 5 gigahertz guest network. Now in any travel router, a VPN connection is necessary, at least in my book. It allows you to get around geo restrictions, and especially when you're traveling, you want to get around geo restrictions. I want to be able to connect back to the US so I can access my YouTube Premium account, I can access my music account, I can access maybe sites that are blocked wherever I am. So for those of you around the world that know about those geo restrictions, a travel router and a VPN service is going to allow you to get around those restrictions. Now the service that I recommend, especially on the TP-Link router here, is going to be NordVPN because it's just very easily integrated into the router. So all you have to do is click on Nord, log in with your token that you'll be provided with from NordVPN, and you're all set. And if you use code JabberTech with my link down below, you'll save 72%. So that's about $3 a month. That's a win-win in my book. So check out NordVPN. But if you don't have Nord or you don't have Surfshark, You can connect any VPN service that you have that uses the OpenVPN, WireGuard, PPTP, or LT2P IPsec protocol. Again, you do need to provide your own configuration file, so you need to get that from your VPN service, from your VPN company, and then click on Import Config, and the setup will be okay. It's just not as fast as, say, having an integrated connection with NordVPN, so that's why I recommend Nord. Check my link down below. But this is basically where the Achilles heel comes from for the TP-Link router, and depending on what your needs are for a VPN router, this may or may not be a deal breaker. For me personally, it's a bit of a deal breaker, so let's just kind of show you a speed test on the travel router here. Not only are you able to access settings from the mobile application, but there's a couple more advanced settings that you can access only via the web portal. So once you log into your TP-Link travel router, and you can do so by logging into tplinkwifi.net, enter in your password, and then you'll be presented with your screen right here. I'm hoping another version is going to come out with faster speeds, because as a travel router, VPN speeds actually really matter. Now, if you never use a VPN and you're just using this to protect your devices, and you're just using this to set up your own network within a network, VPN speeds aren't going to make a difference. And to be quite honest with you guys, the times that I use a VPN are when I'm traveling to a foreign country that doesn't allow me to access certain sites. I connect to a VPN to get rid of those geo restrictions. So when I am overseas, this is a big deal. Within the United States where I live, when I'm at the hotel or whatever, I generally do not connect to VPN, but that's just me, that's just my use case. So let's do a speed test. I already tried one before I started this video, so let's do one live and get our base speed test. Now I am connected via Ethernet, so I will do a Wi-Fi test as well, but Ethernet's going to give me the fastest speeds. So it's about 790, and let's take a look at my ping down here, 18 and 30. Upload, we should be about the 140 range. It's actually doing pretty good today. It looks like a 160. So this is going to be my base speed test, guys, 790, and let's just call it 150. Oh, there we go, 140. Now from the app, I am going to select WireGuard because WireGuard is a faster protocol. It's a much more, I'm going to just call it secure protocol, and it's one that I actually really like. Again, NordVPN gives you both options for OpenVPN and WireGuard. So let's go ahead and turn on WireGuard as my VPN service. And on the bottom page here, you select which device you want to access the VPN. So here's Jabberbeast, my computer. Just going to enable that just like that. Click on Save. And then now I am connected to my VPN WireGuard service. Let's go ahead and do a speed test with NordVPN connected and just kind of see what we're going to get. So as you can see, the speeds with a VPN service, and it's nothing against Nord. Nord is a very fast service. Without the travel router connected, just straight to my laptop, I get very close to my rated speed. So TP-Link should definitely upgrade their VPN speeds, and you can see my IP address has changed. So I am using NordVPN. My upload, nowhere close to the 140 mark. So again, for the VPN speed, if you have one device connected and you're at that hotel or Starbucks, you're not going to get 800 down. That's just never going to happen. I've really seen about maybe 50, 40. I've never really seen a super fast connection. So if you have one device, maybe two devices, this is going to be just fine. I just personally think it's unacceptable in today's age to see some slow WireGuard speeds, especially with a new travel router that's just come out. Let's just do one more refresh, guys, to make sure it wasn't a fluke. So yep, it's still about the 50 range. Now my ping has definitely increased quite a bit, and I'm in Dallas right now. So there we go, kind of switching out my locations. My upload speed got a little bit better, definitely a lot better at 60. Now in my testing, I've never really gotten above 50, 60 for the download speed, and the upload speed I've generally gotten about the 60 mark. So again, it all depends on your needs and whatnot, but that's just my opinion when it comes to speeds on a travel router. Now let's switch out to OpenVPN, because OpenVPN is going to be a lot slower, but I just like to show you guys the difference. A lot of people, they just want to see what the difference is out there, and NordVPN is allowing you to connect to both. So really nice. Now I am connected. Let's go back to a speed test and see what we're going to get on OpenVPN. It's almost going to be like 12 or 15. It's usually what I've been getting. Let's see what we're going to get with OpenVPN. Pretty slow, not going to lie. Pretty slow. Not happy at all with 5 megabits down. You're not going to be able to do too much surfing, at least nothing that's going to be enjoyable. And you can see my IP address once again changed. 11 is the upload. Should we even bother and wait? Well, it's just finished. Let's go ahead and do a quick refresh and see if we get to that 15 range that I've been seeing before. Kind of close. 12. We're going to get a little bit more. No, we're just going to get 12. So that's the VPN speeds on this travel router. Again, TP-Link, definitely increase those speeds. Give us another version of this travel router. And it all depends if you use VPN services or not, as I mentioned. If you don't, this is a super fast Wi-Fi 6 travel router, no doubt about that. Now under VPN server, this is where you can set up your own OpenVPN or WireGuard server or any of these other two protocols. And this basically will allow you to connect to your own network while you're out and about. While you're abroad, you can connect back home and you can access your LAN computers, you can access your printer, you can access everything that's on your LAN while you're away. So basically this is giving you a free VPN connection. Let's go ahead and finish our speed test when I'm connected directly to my gateway, and then I'm going to repeat the signal on the TP-Link wireless router, because this is really how you're going to use this wireless travel router, is when you're repeating a wireless network. So it's about 780. Let's do one more before we go ahead and repeat the signal. So it's staying about that 800-ish type of range, so 700 and 830. Now I'm just going to switch over to the TP-Link router. This speed test is not using a VPN service, so this is just going to be a one-to-one type of connection. And let's go ahead and see the speed that we get. So let's do one more, 200. So we definitely lost quite a bit of speed. Still about 200. I am connected to the 5 gigahertz SSID just to show you guys. Let's go ahead and do one more speed test. So it's still staying about that 200 range. And let's go back to a straight connection to my gateway there. Now I'm connected directly to my gateway and see if we still get that 800 range. So yep, we're still getting that 800, even a little bit faster this time around. So I'm actually really shocked that I've lost that much speed. Let's go back to the router 5G mode. Now I'm connected. And let's do another speed test. So yep, it's still about the 200 range. Let me move my device. And see if that makes any difference. Nope, so it's still about the 200 range. And since we're talking about range, guys, let's just go ahead and walk a little bit along the apartment. Now I'm about 20 feet away. Let's go ahead and see what kind of speed we're going to get now. So let's go ahead and see the range. Now I'm probably about, let's call that 30 feet away. Let's see how much the speed has degraded as well. So not too bad. I'm still getting close to that 200, even though I'm about 30 feet away. So range is really good, and as always with these travel routers, the closer you are, the better. I'm just a little bit disappointed. I lost quite a bit from my speed test when connected directly to my gateway. Let's head back to the video. This has been my review of the TP-Link travel router, and it's a very fast, very portable, very powerful travel router if you're not using a VPN connection. It's a little bit too bad if you ask me, because I think they hit it out of the park. They nailed the form factor, they nailed the features. That mobile application is definitely one of the best in the business, but VPN speeds are just a little bit too slow for my liking. It's something I think they could improve upon. If you're someone that doesn't use a VPN connection, you just want to use it at the coffee shop, at the Airbnb, this is an excellent travel router. Or if you're someone that just connects one device, again, that VPN connection of about 60 would be fine for one device. But more devices equals more bandwidth, and that's just going to slow certain aspects of this router down. So that's been my review. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.